Many of us, we have complaints, so many complaints. Oh, this person has done this, oh, this problem, this pattern, that pattern. You know, without the law of karma operating, we will not go through problems. All the issues, problems, patterns, negative circumstances, all that is linked with the law of karma, cause and effect. All the causes are there in the past lives, all the effects that we experience now. So Akashic records are having many synonyms to this. Cosmic mind, it is called as hall of records, hall of knowledge, hall of learning, book of life. If you look into other religious scriptures, other spiritual traditions, they talk about book of life. Christian, they mention about book of life. After death, you go there, there's your book of life will be open. There you will have all the plus and minus. There's something called the day of judgment. So these are all symbolic. You know, all the religions were speaking from, symbolic language. Book of remembrance, it's also known as book of remembrance. Repository of truth, etheric records, anima mundi, soul of the world. It's a Greek word which was used. The eye of God, the infinite mind, the universal mind. So different synonyms are used by different cultures, different spiritual traditions. And if you look at the historical aspects from the last 1 century, who popularized it a lot is Rudolf Steiner, comes from the Theosophical Society background. His teachers are H.P. Blavatsky's colleagues, or Blavatsky, Annie Besant, but he separated from them. He started the Anthroposophy movement. He was talking a lot about spiritual science and Akashic records. And Buddhist writings, you find all these references about Akashic records, Old Testament. So the enough information that is available about these Akashic records. Edgar Cayce, when he was very young, he lost his laryngeal box, vocal cords, means he could not speak. There was some infection, laryngitis, something problem with his larynx. So he visited, doctors, but at the time there's not much of antibiotics that we have. So he was visiting several, or whoever those available, doctors. And he found one hypnotist. He went to one hypnotist. He said, you hypnotize people, you say that some of the subconscious things will manifest as some illness. So I have this problem. Can you cure me with suggestions? Give me some suggestions to subconscious mind so that I can speak well. So he says, I will teach you self-hypnosis. You hypnotize yourself. Then your subconscious will give you the remedy. You suggest your own subconscious mind. That's how he learns self-hypnosis. He put himself in a self-hypnotic trance kind of state. And instead of going into, remedy and all that, suddenly he started seeing past lives. He started channeling information. He became a channeler. He started speaking about his own remedy. He remembered that whatever the herb that he channeled the information about, a particular herb, he used it completely. Later on, whoever comes to him, he used to channel the information. He used to have access to Akashic records. He has given in his lifetime 5,000, more than that, past life readings. Very accurate. And people got, after Akashic records information is revealed, they were all right. One hematuria, person who has, urinating this kind of blood in the urine. So, and also someone with some kind of symptoms used to say, in the past life, you shed the blood of many people. Now your blood is coming out now. And people used to reveal that information, what is the cause of it and how the effects now. When those things are brought together, cause and effect, a deeper understanding, deeper lesson is realized by people. That's how people used to get cured. So 5,000 readings is a phenomenal work he has done. The book on Akashic Records he has written. Somebody else written, because whoever students of him who observed his readings, past life readings, they recorded and then they transcribed it and put it in the form of a book. So there's several books by Edgar Cayce. Sleeping Prophet is one more book. That's another interesting book. Completely, he's also very scientific in his explanations. And law of karma is really not like superstitious kind of thing. It's such scientific cause and effect. But don't search for causes only in this lifetime. Even it is not only in this life, past lives. It stems from past lives. That's what our ancient masters from India, rishis, yogis, mystics, they were talking about. So now coming to Edgar Cayce, is a beautiful sentence, a phrase, a saying from him. The entity itself sees and is being taught the records that are written in nature, in the rocks, in the hills, in the trees, in that term, the genealogical log of nature itself. Just as true, then, is the record that the mind makes upon the film of time and space in the activities of a body with its soul. Edgar Cayce, reading number 487/17. There are energy signatures of the nature. You'll find it there. For example, every rock tells you a story of its own. It has its own Akashic record. Just you need to sit near a rock, a piece of rock, a boulder, and it has its own story. It has its own past. We know from the trees. When we cut a tree, there are annual rings. There is a history which is recorded. So there's energy signatures, even ethereally, energetically imprinted. Every rock, everything that we find in the nature, there is a history to it. There is a past to it. There are many yugas of information. Lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of years of information is recorded in the Akashic Records. Now question comes, how can I access that information? So let me share with you life after death and access to the records. So we have, many people reporting, or in our ancient scriptures that is written, when Yamadharmaraj takes you into the higher planes or the astral planes, there is an accountant called Chitragupta. Chitragupta opens the records of you. It's like everything is like a CC camera that's set up, I think, on planet Earth, whether nobody sees you or not, but the cosmic eye, the eye of the cosmos, everything is registered through that eye, through that eyes of the cosmos. The spy camera, like CC cameras, everything is recorded. So to come to this word, let me go to the next one. There's something called LBL, life between life states. Means after death, we are actually leaving the physical body here and entering into those realms and stay there for some time before you reincarnate. That's why these are all called interim lifetimes, between lifetimes, life between life states. And there you have access to Akashic Records, Akashic Library. And there are guides, there are masters, librarians also, who will assist you to open, just like how we have these books, but they're not really physical books. But many people, they see as a symbol, like a golden book, which is revealing all the information that you need to know. So there is a review of your lifetimes that happens in the after death states, in the life between life states, and people have access to those records. This is what is revealed to us in the ancient times. So Chitragupta is called accountant, but if you reverse the name of it, is called Gupta Chitra. Gupt means secret, encoded, which is not obvious, which is hidden. Gupta Chitra means very secretive records. They are nothing but Akashic records. So the greatness of our ancient mystic masters or rishis is they have revealed everything kept in the scriptures in coded form. Codes, there are codes. To even completely decode Bhagavad Gita, we need to have those codes. Otherwise, we might misinterpret entire Bhagavad Gita and only peripheral meaning we understand. The deeper meaning we have to go and understand the deep wisdom of the ancient scriptures. We need to have those codes. Gupta Chitra is nothing but Akashic records. We have access to them in the astral planes. But right now, to access the Akashic records, we don't need to die. Oh, I want to study Akashic records. How to know? Oh, I have to die now to go and see Akashic records? No need. So I will share now the next slide. You can see them because your subtle bodies, beyond time, space, you have access to the Akashic records. It's very much connected. For example, we have these in Sanskrit scriptures. Taittiriya Upanishad gives the description about Panchakoshas. But there are two more bodies. There are 7 bodies that we have. But we talk mainly about these 5 bodies. Beyond that is called experiences a meditator goes through. So from the astral onwards, you have access to a little bit, a portion of Akashic records, access past lives information, but your own personal information of the past lives. Your own past lives you can explore when your astral body is fully opened, fully awakened. And causal body, your Karana Sharir. So this is the next higher body. With this, not only you access past, you also access future of your own individual past, individual future. But there is something called supracausal body. It is called Mahakarana Sharira, which has you have access to not only your past lives and future lives, but even others' past lives and future lives, even the Earth's past and future. It is like the Akashic records collectively you are accessing with supracausal body. So this is something fabulous because this is the information of the ancients. Our ancient masters kept everything in scriptures so that we always can go back to scriptures and find that treasure of wisdom. And how to awaken these subtle bodies? There are methods like meditation. One of the methods that are highly recommended is meditation, because next question is practices that can help you to tune into the Akashic records are meditation. Number 1, past life regression, altered states of consciousness and trance states, etc. So Dr. Saurabh Ranjan could see his past lives in meditation. I could see my past lives in meditation. Buddha could see past lives in his meditation. Ancient rishis could see. And why not all of us? We can also see in meditation. We can, as you meditate, you awaken the subtle bodies. That naturally happens. You don't need to even deliberately intend. It's not even consciously you don't need to do a sankalpa. No need to do any sankalpa. Just meditation, pure silence. Chitta vritti nirodha sthiti. But you have to be in conscious state. Consciously stepping into that chitta vritti nirodha means thoughtless state. By watching your breath, easiest key is anapanasati. When you observe your breathing. And at some point, all the waverings, thought forms in your mind vanishes. When your mind is empty, you access cosmic energy first. When the energy is saturating your etheric body, pranamaya kosha, then next your astral body will be awakened. All that energy will be utilized to awaken subtle bodies. Your energy moves up and it opens your third eye. You have access to wisdom. Without energy, no wisdom. First, our goal is to access energy, not our personal energy. We have some physical energy. I'm not talking about that, but the energy which is making you, which can make you realize who you really are. That is called cosmic energy. That energy we only access in meditation practice. And when your third eye is awakened, when this energy is reaching to this place, your third eye, this can access Akashic Records because subtle bodies will be awakened, your causal body, supracausal body. Many meditators that I met, lakhs of meditators, since last 29 years, I'm a practitioner of meditation. So I'm really and so deeply immersed in this. I keep hearing many experiences of my co-meditators. So it's fantastic. 40 days, if you give it a try sincerely, 3 hours, 4 hours every day. One day you can do 8 hours meditation. And you will know you have access to Akashic Records. Second is past life regression. Because many, they can't open, their energy levels are not high. So then the method also is there. So I have been conducting past life regression workshops because that's my passion, to assist people to have access to past lives. In India, we trained around 1,500 past life regression therapists who are actively, there are many, some of them here participating today on this talk. And they all work and assist, hold the space. Actually, in past life regression therapy, therapist is not showing you the past lives. They're holding the space for you. But holding the space, you'll be able to upgrade your knowledge, your energy levels, so that you access Akashic Records, your past life memories. For example, someone is going through some financial troubles in this life. They always end up poor. They lose everything. Because in the Akashic Record, the past life, he was a monk in a monastery. He took a oath that, for spiritual path, enlightenment, I should not touch money. In that life, it is very important oath because many people can deviate and distract. But in this life, you are not a monk. You're not born in monastery. You have a family. You have to pay your bills. And now still that oath operates. Your O operates. Unconscious contract you made to yourself in the past life. So Akashic Record reveals that, you made a contract, better release those unconscious contracts, unconscious oaths. It's not useful now. You have come in a different body, different time period, different life. So even many people, they have health issues, their contracts, oaths, and also the past life root causes. The many troubling relationships people go through. All that is victim-perpetrator dynamics. Somebody is a victim in this life, somebody is a perpetrator. They go on fighting with each other, revenge, and all that, multiple lifetimes. But ours is to find a solution to end these karmic cycles. That's most important. Not who is right and who is wrong, but instead find the truth. Akashic Records makes us go back home and to the truth, to know ourselves better, our multidimensional nature, how universal beings we are. We are beyond religion, beyond caste, creed, nationality. We are not even from, many of us, not from this planet. many galactic systems are there. Elsewhere, life is there. So we understand what a beautiful multi-dimensional universe, multiverse we are living in by exploring Akashic Records.